Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros MLB. This is Leading Off, brought to you by PrizePicks. It's me, Joey P. Of course, the Welsh with me always. And it's you, our peanuts, our Cracker Jacks, the listeners, the watchers on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Fantasy Pros MLB, the fastest growing fantasy baseball YouTube channel on the planet. That is verified now. I know. I've heard it. I've seen it. It's truth because I said it, Welsh. That's just how it works around these parts. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's how we work. Just if we say it, it is the truth. It is facts. So yes, it's facts. Joe is the most handsome, bald fantasy analyst in the land. That's a fact.
Well, that's true. That is, I mean, you can't really deny that. Can't really, there's nothing you can do about it. Welsh, what I love about this show is this is a friendship show, right? You and I are friends in real life and in work here. Our friends here who come and watch the show every single day. But we also have other friends who are analysts, and people always say, how real are some of these conversations and these debates and stuff like that. So I wanted to share this at the top. This is right off the fly here. We're going to go ahead and share this right now because I woke up to a hilarious DM conversation between myself, Nick Pollock from Pitcher List, and Alex Fast. And if you missed it, we always every year have the great pitcher debate where the two of them give me pitchers that they disagree on, that they want to fight about and all this stuff. And it's so much fun because it's really heated and they really care. And people say, oh, it's just a show. It's all this. No, it's not. And I'll tell you why. So this is what I woke up to. Jesus Luzardo was one of Nick Pollock's guys. And then obviously Alex Fast was on the other end of this. So you can kind of see this here a little bit here, trying to figure it out. Obviously, you can always so many things. So basically, Nick Pollock throwing up the stat line here.
Where's my apology? No. Before the stat line, it says, where's my apology?
Where's my apology? Followed by, for what? It's been 2 starts. He has thrown half the amount of innings, basically, that, we were going to look at. Absolutely hysterical. So these two just going at it. And I wake up to this, which is just hysterical. And then the second one, basically, it goes, tell me you deserve the point. Alex Fast says, go to bed. This is all like 12:30 Eastern time. So I am fast asleep by this time. And then Nick Pollock demanding him to say the words, I still deserve that point. Also, Joe awarded the guy taking a victory lap after 2 starts from Alex Fast, to which I replied, what a fun conversation to wake up to in the morning. So there you go, folks. It is true. It is real. I thought it would go over the whole screen. It did not. It exposed us for a moment. So now Chris is in the chat and mad at us. He's going to probably yell at us.
I felt a little bit naked about that.
You know what? But that's good. Behind the scenes on the show. And I just love that. So Luzardo off to a great start. Some other guys off to some good starts too. Let's talk about the headlines. Jordan Walker, his first big league home run. Had to feel good for the Welsh. A big Jordan Walker guy. I got on the home run board yesterday with our friend Wander Franco. He was our prize pick. He was our guy in DFS. He was our man about town yesterday for home runs. His second of the year. He's having a fantastic start to his season. Vlad Guerrero going deep in the win over the Royals. Alek Manoah looking good also. A bounce back start for him. 7 shutout innings. It was against the Royals. I don't really care. Pete Alonso, 2 home run game. His 15th career multi-homer game. He had been struggling. He shaved the mustache, Welsh. He shaved the mustache.
I'm going to stop you there,
too. Got better.
I'm going to stop you there, too, because I didn't tell everybody this, and it could be revisionist if you want to play revisionist, my friends. But Pete Alonso was going to be my coin flip guy. Remember, I do the coin flip? He was where my heart was going, but I stuck with my head, and I didn't even do it. When I saw he hit 2 homers, and I saw you got Wander Franco, my heart was crushed. I don't think I'm ever going to get a homer. I think that's become official. I don't think I will ever.
Well, there's the board right now. Yeah. Off to a hot start is BHB Daddy. So I'm not sure who that is. That's a newbie. I don't remember that name from last year. Randy is always good at the home run contest. Randy's got 4. Prime Time's got 4. But yeah, Welsh, I mean, it's been a slow start, but that's okay. It's not how you start. It's how you finish the home run contest at the end of the day.
And also on that board, slightly put under there that no one knows about. If you put it back up for a second, Joe, it's not just a Corbin Carroll signed helmet that you can win via Sid's graphs, my friends. It is going to be custom inscribed to say Fantasy Pros Home Run Champion. And I will more than likely be there for that signing. It's there's a possibility it doesn't happen. But I may be there at that signing to get it done, and I will video it. Otherwise, we'll get Sid's graphs to do it. But that will be what the home run winner wins, and inscribed with the autograph and everything. And it says Fantasy Pros Home Run Champion by the lovely Corbin Carroll.
All right. So Pete Alonso with the big game, but another Mets loss. They're slow out of the gate. Also, Omar Narvaez probably going to the IL. So Francisco Alvarez already joining the Mets. It looks like on Friday. They're canceled the game and moved it to the afternoon. All kinds of crazy stuff. Garrett Mitchell, that same game, by the way, walk-off homer against the Mets. He stays hot. Shohei Ohtani struck out 8 after a slow start against the M's. He gets the W there. Dylan Cease got a W, but he did issue 5 walks in that game over the Giants. And Grayson Rodriguez, his debut, 5 innings, 5 Ks, 1 walk, 2 earned. Pretty darn good.
It was a great
Grayson
debut.
Rodriguez yesterday.
Yeah, it was a great debut. He started off not good. He got better as the start went on. He had 14 swing and misses. That was overshadowed by DeGrom's 25, which was crazy. Fastball looked great. Fastball was popping. It was able to set up the secondary pitches. I am very, very encouraged by Grayson Rodriguez, as should everybody else. And justice for Cody Rhodes, yes.
I love this. And yes, because we took the board away for a split second, people saw my Hogwarts shirt rather, not shorts. That would be cool too.
I'm really glad we didn't see your Hogwarts shorts because
I don't know
I'm not really
my Hog shorts. That's what it is. Anybody want? Hello, would you like to go to Hog Shorts? I'd love to go and see it. To answer your question, Mr. Buster, I am actually. Do you want to guess? Are you a Harry Potter guy? I don't know. This will be more fun.
Are you asking me?
Mayor, are you available today and actually working? I don't know if Mayor's actually in the chat today. Let's put up a poll if people could guess what house I am from. Is it Gryffindor? Is it Slytherin? Is it Hufflepuff? Or is it Ravenclaw? That's a fun one. And then I will tell you because I have taken the test, of course.
I was about to say, how do we know? I actually just finished those. I just finished the movies.
It's like Scientology. It's a whole thing.
You're definitely a Slytherin. You're definitely
okay. Welsh says Slytherin. I will reveal. I see FantasyPros actually here saying that I'm a Hufflepuff. So Mayor, throw a poll up for the people. Let them
just
vote
keep your Hogwarts in your shorts, please.
I do what I can. Let's talk about the injuries. Maybe some guys whose Hogwarts fell out of their shirts yesterday or their shorts. Jazz Chisholm. This injury looked bad at the time. I gotta tell you, I thought this was bad news. For sure, he is day to day. It was just a stinger in the shoulder, but Welsh, all I could think was, oh no, here we go again. It was sliding into the base. O'Neal Cruz left one his game with an injury to his face with a slide too.
Yeah.
I will say this: I've seen some moments where the big bases have actually averted some injuries, and this Cruz one might have been one too, because had he had to go in an even more narrow path, it could have been more dangerous. So the big bases are helping there. Also not helping Aaron Ashby, season-ending shoulder surgery most likely happening. Kyle Bradish to the IL too. I know Bradish was another player that a lot of the fantasy community was very excited about this year. So that's a bit of a bummer. Derek Hall removed from Wednesday's game in the 5th inning with a thumb sprain. So we'll keep an eye on that. Kyle Wright, 6 innings in AAA, and the MRI shows reduced inflammation for Verlander, but Welsh, there's no timetable yet. So although this is good news for Verlander, what's your expectation for him returning?
I mean, I think once, I don't think they're going to put him out until he's 100%, which is good and bad. Obviously, when he gets out there, you don't want him to re-aggravate, but they're taking it slow. I remember when he had this injury, he was like, this is the best case scenario outside of it being nothing. And I was like, okay. I mean, I would say there's probably 12 other things that are best case scenario before missing significant time. I would imagine it's probably like a 1 rehab start type of thing. I think 2 or 3 weeks, it looks like. Probably May. May, he gets back.
That's what I'm guessing too. I'm thinking Memorial Day is probably a good realistic expectation for him because you got to ramp back up and things like this. And look, Mayor has multiple Harry Potter tattoos. This I know. So
is that true?
Mayor. Oh yeah. He's got the whole sleeve going. It's very cool. Very cool. Absolutely. Wonky Penguin chiming in here. She's a Slytherin, so I must be a Slytherin because Wonky Penguin and I do have an evil twinge. I mean, we shall see. But I want to see the results of that poll. I don't know where that is. Mayor, you got to drop that in.
Where do you take the test? I want to know what house I'm in.
You go online. You go online. You take the test. You do the whole thing. So
how long does it take? Should I do it right now?
Well, it depends. I don't know if I'll do it right now. You do it for tomorrow. By the way, on tomorrow's show, you got to watch on the YouTube because Welsh cut together the video of the best of our unathletic competition over at Dave & Buster's the other day, which was super fun. So
yeah, it's all done. And I'll let the Fantasy Pros higher ups decide. There's a full 4.5 minute cut. And then
no, Chris will never allow that.
No, but not on here. But if they want to do something else with it, but we'll play the short.
What else would they want to do with a 4-minute video of us being idiots? I have no idea. Anyone wanting to watch that.
It's content, Joe. It's content.
Oh, this is low. This is low. I wish I could have put squib on the poll. You know what a squib is?
I don't know what a squib is.
That's somebody who is born to magic parents and has no magic. That's sad. That's an insult.
Oh, that's
Mayor.
not a
Yeah.
What are the people called? The
I don't know. Watch it.
with the
Be careful.
with the
Don't
with the
cancel
human
us.
parents, with the human parents, and they're a
That's
wizard.
a muggle. That's
A
a
muggle. Okay, so
That's
there's
a
a
muggle.
squib and a muggle. You know,
Yeah.
The Harry Potters are fun. My kid is obsessed with them, and we just finished the movies. But I got to tell you, when we start saying the words out loud, it is beyond ridiculous of how comfortable you are talking about muggles and squibs and Hogwarts.
I'm a huge fan. Read all the books. I was lucky. See, the books came out. A couple of the books came out before the movies came out. And then I started doing a book a year and watching the movie when it came out live in the theater. So I was on a fun cycle of reading the book, seeing the movie, reading the book, seeing the movie every single year for like 7 years. It was tremendous. It was really good.
Can we just get back to real words like WOBA and
sure.
WOBAcon?
Sure. And X-Plug. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Here's some just for fun. Tim Anderson, this is the second guy in 2 days to get ejected for the pitch clock violation because he got into an argument afterwards. So that's going to be a fun thing for quite some time. Shohei Ohtani became the first player in Major League Baseball history to get a clock violation on the mound and at the plate in the same game, which is fantastic. So there's your daily Shohei Ohtani stuff. And Logan Ohape, second home run. Welsh, this is feeling pretty good. He is rostered in just 40% of leagues. I think you should pick him up anywhere. He did not make the video yesterday of the ads, but I'm telling everybody here, he would have been that next guy for me. I would absolutely be adding Logan Ohape because catcher is a nightmare. I know people are really excited about Travis d'Arnaud and his hot start. Let's talk about catcher for a second. D'Arnaud's hot start kind of suppressed Murphy. Everybody was very into Murphy this year. That hasn't gone their way. What do you think of those three catchers rest of season? Who would you rather have, Murphy, d'Arnaud, or Ohape?
Murphy. Oh, you said Sean Murphy, did you? That's where you put the wrinkle in it. Like, I think d'Arnaud's in a great position because that team is very committed. And they said when they acquired Sean Murphy, they were committed to him being the DH. I don't think that's going to change. And the bat's been pretty hot. I'm worried about Sean Murphy. I think he's played 3 of the 6 last games, and d'Arnaud's played every single one. I don't know what level of DH he's going to keep going. At some point, Von Grissom's going to come up here. Logan Ohape didn't have anything guaranteed, but the bat is coming alive. And when Stassi comes back, I don't think that's going to change. I hate to for the now. I think I could go d'Arnaud, Ohape, Murphy, but I don't think I could cut Sean Murphy right now because I think in about a month or so. Yeah, I think in a month or so, Ohape is back into a little bit of a thing with Stassi, and I don't think that Sean Murphy is going to lose significant time. I think they're slow rolling him. So you know what? I should go back to it. It's d'Arnaud, Murphy, Ohape. I hate to do it. The catcher position does kind of stink at the end. I do think there's some fluidness in like 12 teams, but 15 teams, I couldn't make that move of like Murphy.
Here's my case for Ohape at the top of this group. d'Arnaud always hurt. So that's always going to happen.
DHing a lot more.
Does it matter? DHing, yes, good, helpful for sure. But, as long as Ohtani is throwing to Ohape and as long as the pitchers like throwing to him and they're having good starts, that's a big positive. Sometimes you see that where the guys, they don't have the best starts because their main catcher is not available or what have you. That's something to keep an eye on. Let's go to a question from the chat too, because Big Poppy's got one here. Should I sell high on Wander Franco? This is a big old no for me, Big Poppy. No, just enjoy the mofungo and continue to watch Wander Franco just pelt baseballs all over the ballpark. I know they've only faced like some crappy teams. I know they're undefeated, but still, I don't care. Wander Franco looks like $1 million right now, and so does Arozarena for that matter too.
Yeah, and then this is what I was all about. This is why he was like a massive buyback in for me, and I had him above guys like Dansby Swanson this year, was because we saw this is what he did last April, and then he got hurt, and that wrist was just down, and he really didn't ever recover and find his power back. Looks like everything is working in great strides right now, and this was like my whole point of buying into him. So I don't think you could sell him for a point that's actually worth it, because if this does continue into May and whatnot, you're going to have a 300 plus hitter with homers and stolen bases, and he's probably going to be closer to worth like a top 25, 30 overall player. So no, I don't think I'm selling him right now.
All right, fair enough. By the way, Mayor, what are the results of the poll? I need to see that because I want to give people time.
If you're a Snurfle Puff or whatever.
Yeah, you're just making things up.
I'm making stuff up. I'm sorry that I disrespected the Hufflepuff. And
I do love that one person who did a TikTok where it's Harry Potter is just Star Wars with worse lightsabers. And then they continued to find all the crossover things that are exactly the same, which was pretty spectacular. I gotta say, pretty spectacular.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, like the
poll is tied right now. Oh my god, what is it tied between? I'm fascinated. I don't know.
What are they? Like, because what are they? It's Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw,
Slytherin, and Gryffindor.
And something is tied here. What are you guys doing? He's a Slytherin. Look at that face. Look at that chin. Look at the chin line and the eye. That's a Slytherin, 100%.
Fun fact, Alan Rickman actually taught a class when I was at Oxford. It was super fun. I had a class with Alan Rickman. There you go. Another famous Slytherin there. Just saying, just saying. All right, let's go to 3 up and 3 down. Some of the best and worst from yesterday. Jacob deGrom, man, this is pain. This is pain for me. 11 Ks, 6 innings.
Is that good? Is 25 swing and misses good? I don't know. Is going perfect through 4? Is that good?
That's good. It's good. 31st 11 plus strikeout game. That's the fourth most since 2014. So deGrom's looked great. Can it sustain? We shall find out. If it does, if Justin Verlander puts in an injury-plagued season and Jacob deGrom goes off and is great, man, the Mets front office is going to take such a shellacking. And you know what? I can't blame them for the decision they made. I wouldn't do it, but they're gonna get it from the fan base. They're gonna get it. Garrett Cole, he gave it yesterday. 8 more strikeouts for him. That ERA is 0.73 right now. He is now 2-0 on the season. He went 6 1/3, gave up just 1 earned run, 3 walks. And Jesus Luzardo, who is the guy that Nick Pollock and Alex Fast continue to fight back and forth about, 7 innings, 10 Ks, 1 walk, 1 earned run, 0.71 ERA. Is this the Luzardo breakout year? Do we finally get the complete season of dominance from Luzardo? And if we do, along with Sandy Alcantara, are the Marlins particularly an interesting team to be looking at long-term, maybe a little bit feistier than we realize?
Yeah, I wonder if the team too, considers down the road, maybe even looking at acquiring pieces, because they've got some, especially maybe bullpen pieces, but they've got some of the rotation. Jesus Luzardo yesterday, when you look at swing and misses, had 6 or more swing and misses on all 3 of his pitches. He threw double-digit percentage of the time. Does that make sense? So 3 pitches, he threw over 10% of the time. They all had at least 6 swing and misses. That's crazy. We don't see that. I think it was 7, 7, and 6. So do the math. There's 20. It's pretty absurd stuff. If he's good, and then you have Alcantara, and then you've got, the rest of the crew that's coming in, they might just be a bat or 2 away from doing something interesting in that division. Will they actually? I don't know. But Luzardo, definitely, I'm in for the breakout this year.
All right, 3 down here. Lots of Corbins in this list today. Let's start with Patrick Corbin. Another loss here. Someone yesterday asked, why is in the chat? I saw it in the chat. I don't remember who it was. Why is Patrick Corbin still pitching? The answer to that question is because he is owed millions of dollars. So they're going to try. They're just going to give it a shot. 6 more earned runs for him. Whenever you see Patrick Corbin on the slate, just attack it. Just with everything you've got. Just attack it.
Somebody asked me, who would you rather have, Patrick Corbin or Madison Bumgarner? And I was like, no.
Have what? What? Have all my hitters go against? That's tough.
Well, to play against, yeah.
Patrick Corbin, 17 hits over his first 9 innings so far in 2023. Fun fact there. I mean, Corbin Burns was not much better. 4 1/3 for him. That ERA is up to 9.64. He gave up 6 runs, all of them earned. Just 3 strikeouts. Are we concerned here with Corbin Burns, or is this the window to buy low on one of the best pitchers in baseball? Because this is very un-Burns-like, but we've seen a hiccup or 2 before. I know this is going to sound stupid. I said this on CBS last night.
It's kind of both. I am worried. There was a 1.7 velo downtick on his cutter. His slider was down. Everything was down. Spin was still good. He doesn't seem to be finding his spots. And this is carrying over from last year. I'm worried about that. But what also has to be known is April is the best time to be able to buy in on top end players. It's really the only time you're going to get the best potential discount. If you ever want to buy at any type of discount, the top stars, the only time to do it is when they struggle. So you've got to come to terms with do you believe the track record is enough and it can be fixed? April tends to be a time where you see velo down ticks and you see weird adjustments. So I actually think I would, but if you get 2 more starts of this, then I might regret the trade that I make, but I kind of feel like this can get fixed. So yes, I am in the concern territory of the velo down, but I also think this would be an opportunity for any of these guys, the Gallons and the him and any of these great players that start struggling. This is a good time to buy.
Wonder if it's a little bit of a mental thing too, that heated arbitration thing in the
contract
offseason
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, where things didn't really go well, and I think he kind of wants out. But look, if you want out, you got to pitch well. If like the Brewers aren't going anywhere, and if that's true, then this is going to be a tough situation for you. But I still think the Brewers will be fine.
The Brewers are like that. What was it from like Billy Madison? He's like the lipstick on. They're writing the names. They're just writing down the starts early season. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take this to arbitration. They're just writing
Buscemi's
down.
character. Yeah,
Steve Buscemi. Yeah, there you go.
He's listening to the little ELO, kind of hanging out. Last guy on the 3 down. David Peterson, my guy, 5 earned runs against the Brewers yesterday. 5 walks, no bueno, and the 5 strikeouts, but the 5 walks. That is a problem. What's not a problem, of course, is our sponsor, PrizePicks. They're fun.
Hey.
They're a good time. And if you've been listening to the show, we're also winning you money. So again, 100% deposit match up to $100. Use that promo code leading off. It's one word, leading off. It's super easy to do. You can win up to 25 times your money. There's lots of different ways to do it too. There's fantasy points. There's the over-unders. There's lots of things that PrizePicks offers you. Again, go download the app or go to prizepicks.com. Use that promo code, though, leading off. It's very important. So go in there, go make your deposit. They'll match it, and then you can start winning more money because, Welsh, you crushed this yesterday. I've got a couple I feel really good about today. It's a shorter slate, obviously, because it's Thursday. But what do you have in terms of prize picking this afternoon?
Yeah, I've struggled. I was really by the way, you want to talk about the fun, cool things they do? One of my favorites is the combos, and they have a combo today that I want to do, and I might even bend myself on. It's Snell and Strider strikeouts together, but it's at 14. I think that's a pretty good one. I might jump in on it. I didn't put this on this. They've got
I like the duo
options.
one. Something. Yeah, I had a duo one. Was it yesterday? I think I had a duo one. I like the 2 first, or either that or opening day. One of those 2 that I had that. But keep an eye out for those because those are fun and they pop up later too.
That was one of my favorite ones here. So what I got on the slate for today is I've got Freddie Freeman fantasy score 7.5. Again, PrizePicks probably the most generous as far as the points they give. You get it for walks, hit by pitch, runs are going up against the Diamondbacks and Merrill Kelly. I love that for Freddie Freeman tonight. I'll be at that game. Vlad Guerrero Jr. score 8.5 fantasy score. Again, it's a good matchup. Hit a homer yesterday, walks in on it. I've definitely been walked to death in a couple places, by the way. So Vladimir Guerrero score 8.5. And this one I really, really dicey on, but I'm going to go with it because of Vlad. Jordan Lyles outs under 15.5. So what they're saying is can he go 5 1/3? Last April, he only did it 1 of his 4 starts in April. This is a much better offense. So I'm going to go with the under on outs for Jordan Lyles.
I like that a lot. That's a really astute one. I have got Rafael Devers. I did fantasy points today because I didn't like some of the matchups and some of the things.
It's a rough slate. Yeah.
It's a rough slate for DFS. It's a rough slate for everything. PrizePicks for me, over 8.5 of the fantasy points for Rafael Devers in this matchup against Detroit. Vlad against the Royals, over 8.5 fantasy points, and Freddie Freeman, 7.5 fantasy points against the D-backs, which you'll be at the game tonight, I believe, with Scott Bogman. Very excited.
Mr. Scott Bogman on FantasyPros is my cohort in this league. He made it into Arizona late. His plane got delayed 4 times.
No, he was
out of Texas, and he made it late last night. And I will be seeing him in a couple hours, and we will be doing the downtown. So make sure to follow on Twitter. Is it the Welsh? We'll be doing stuff there. But yes, you and I tailing the Vlad and Freddie Freeman, which I will say takes us to the MLB bets. If we're making some bets here, I want you guys to all be aware of what I am doing. I'm going to the game, so I need to be invested. I have some Dodger Diamondback games bets here. So my number one bet of the day, I'm going with Freddie Freeman total bases. So I'm very committed to this one today. It's -110 total bases. It's 1.5 over. So I need 2 singles, a double, or obviously homer and everything gets it for me. I have 2 Corbin Carroll bets. 2, and it's because I'm involved in the game. 1, I'm going big shot. Stolen base +370. He actually has a decent track record versus Dustin May. It's at home. Maybe he'll hit higher in the order. I don't know. So +370 on a stolen base at home for Corbin Carroll. One of my favorite little ones to do. I didn't hit it yesterday. Corbin Carroll and Ronald Acuna hits. Only need 1 each. That pays plus 148. That's a little hit parlay. Again, you don't have to follow me here because I'm going a little bit Diamondback heavy. And then my last one is another little parlay here. It's a money line team parlay, Atlanta in Toronto today. Like Strider, I like Toronto with Gossman today. Put those two together. It's almost 1.5 times your money. And I put those together for my best bets of the day.
Like that. Don't forget, everybody, we've also got the bettingpros.com/leading off group. You can join and track your bets. By the way, if you watched yesterday's show or listened and you got the parlay in on time, we hit it. Milwaukee, Houston, LA, got all three at plus 288. It was a nice day. I want to do it again. I'm going with what Welsh has, which is Toronto, Atlanta, but I'm adding one more. I'm adding the White Sox into the mix at plus 293, the combination there, because they got Lance Lynn taking the mound today. I feel really good about that. So give me that one. Kyle Freeland, 2.5 earned runs over. Josiah Gray, 2.5 runs over. Austin Riley, 1.5 total bases over as well. Now the over for Riley's on DK, the other two for the pitchers. That's over on Caesars if you're looking to that. And again, Betting Pros, we got the prop bet cheat sheet. It drops everything right there where you can make the bet, and it's very easy to do.
It is very, very fun.
Today,
and I also just want to point out, you can also track us in that group, by the way, if you want to follow with our individual bets. I'm doing it every single day. I think I've, decent record going on so far. My bets were 2-0 yesterday that I put on Betting Pros. You can also follow us individually, not just the group, if you want to do that on Betting Pros. One of the a million awesome things in the app or on your internet tab, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, just download the app. It's just easier. Betting Pros app. It's easy. It's fun. It's good. DFS today, again, keep it simple. Lance Lynn, Spencer Strider, those are the two pitchers I'm using. You're going to have to find some discounts there, but the White Sox are pretty modestly priced, so I'm going to stack White Sox, and even Colorado's moderately priced too. Even guys like Tovar who haven't hit yet, just continue to kind of push in the middle for that. Value plays too on FanDuel. You got Brennan Belt at 2.2. You got Corbin Carroll at 2.7. Welsh is already in on him, but I'm in on him as well today. And then it comes to the home run calls here. But before we get to the home run call, just want to stop all of the wondering and answer the question. Joey P is indeed a Slytherin. Of course I'm a Slytherin. Of course I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy who does good things sometimes. That's what I am. I'm on that
Malfoy?
scale.
You're Malfoy at the end?
Professor Snape, a Slytherin who does bad things. My daughters are, my oldest is a Hufflepuff. She's a total Hufflepuff. And the youngest one is a Gryffindor. Good intention, but mischievous and gets into trouble. But typically for the, for amusement and fun, not for evil, like me. Like her old man. She's wily like her old man. But yeah, I want to see Welsh. You got to take the test and come back tomorrow.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it right after this too.
All right, I'm going a little off the beaten path today. I'm going with Andrew Vaughn. He looked good yesterday. Vaughn's been one of my guys. I like this matchup today. I'm sticking with the White Sox. He is my home run call. Welsh, where are you going for your home run call today?
You can, get the tea leaves here. You can pick the trends of what I did in PrizePicks, what I did in the bets. No, it is not Corbin Carroll. By the way, my favorite of the questions in here was, what is the over for a Corbin Carroll walk today? It should be plus 1,500 because he doesn't have a walk on the year and he's never going to walk, apparently. I'm not going with Corbin Carroll. I'm going with Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman at home. It's a little bit of masochism here because I'll be at the game. It'll break my heart. Merrill hasn't really looked fantastic, and Freddie Freeman has a pretty good track record. So I'm going to go with Freddie Freeman. I'm trying to get on the dang board. I just can't seem to do it. And I kind of have a secondary one, but I'm not going to mention it. We're not busting out the coin. I'm not busting out the coin again.
You got to stop with the coin. You got to go with the gut. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, no, the heart also has paid off, Joe. I missed 3 opportunities because of it. Yeah.
The heart or the gut or the mind. There's too many things. There's a lot going on. What's Mayor picking today? Mayor is picking Adam Duvall. Is that true?
Yeah, I like that one, actually. Yeah, I like it.
That's a good one, too. And again, if you want to get in on this, fantasypros.com/chat, join the Discord, join the Home Run channel. It's super fun. We already showed you before. The winner is going to get a personalized, you won the home run contest helmet from Corbin Carroll. Is going to sign that. That's pretty awesome.
Fantasy Pros Home Run Champ inscribed.
You might not be Italian Welsh, but you got a ton of connections, which I love.
Some connections, especially with autograph stuff here. So I think that's cool. And, there's other things that are floating out there as well. Even though, Carroll's not the biggest home run bopper, we fell in love with the idea that you could get something self-inscribed like that from a major league player. So,
yeah. See, who else does that? Just us. This is why you subscribe to Leading Off. This is why you subscribe to wherever you get your podcasts, the Fantasy Pro stuff. And also make sure you like this stream. Make sure you go over and you subscribe to Fantasy Pros MLB YouTube, because when you drop a comment here and you have all those things lined up, you could win a 1-year free premium upgrade to Fantasy Pros. Get the upgraded lineup support for you over on my playbook. You get the updated and upgraded mock draft software stuff too, which is fantastic when we're heading into football season right around the corner too. And my playbook, to make sure you download that bad boy, make sure you have that app as well so you can manage all your lineups, get all the trade analysis. Got the trade analysis. It's good for you. Everybody likes the analysis of the trades. I want to talk like this for an entire show. Are you an analysis? Are you an analyst?
Can we go? Can we go? This is bad. The Slytherin, you're getting a bad guy. You're doing a voice that nobody wants to hear.
Everybody wants this voice. That's a great voice to do. That's fun. But don't put a poll up about that voice, man.
Subscribe and comment, everybody. We got to go. Joe's losing it.
We want to give away free stuff. But look, we got afternoon baseball, so go get your bets in. Go get your DFS lineups in. Go get your lineup set. Tomorrow we'll be back again for a fun Friday and a fun little video too, hopefully, fingers crossed, of our unathletic competition at Dave & Buster's. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on for the Welsh. I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Have fun out there. Cast some spells.